Hey, how are you guys? Me too. Since the theme tonight was heat, I thought about that, and ever since summer started, I have been crazy horny, you guys. And I've been on Grindr. For those of you who don't know what Grindr is, it's a social sexual networking app for gay men that tells you the other gay guys in the area who might want to fuck you. It's just this nice thing for gay men. And a friend of mine was saying, I was talking to a straight friend of mine about it, and he goes, I said to him, is there like a straight version of that? And he goes, yeah, Greg, they're called hookers. But gay men do it for free because we're nice. But I'd been a little off the chain on Grindr, so I decided it was time to get a little more in alignment with my values. And I thought I really would like to meet a nice guy, just someone who's into what I'm into and likes the things I like, and we go out on a proper date. So right then I get a message in my inbox, and this guy seems amazing. He's talking about yoga and how he likes to go to galleries and how he actually wants to go out to breakfast tomorrow. So I decide I'm going to go to breakfast with him tomorrow morning, and I get ready, and I go to a place, a coffee shop that we agreed to meet near my house, and I get a call from him, and he says, Greg, it's Michael. You have to drive over the hill. I'm having an emergency, but meet me at the FedEx in the valley. That should have been my first red flag, you guys. When your date tells you you have to meet them at the FedEx first. But I get in an Uber, and I go over the hill, and I end up at the FedEx on the corner there in the valley. And I walk in, and there's this guy. He's just being a maniac, and he's going, no, do the fax like this. Do the fax. And he's telling the FedEx employees how to send a fax, like they don't do it every goddamn day of their lives working there. And I think to myself, oh, my God, I really hope this is not the guy. And I think about turning around and leaving, but I can't really move that fast. And just as that thought crosses my mind, he turns around and he goes, oh, Greg, it's you, hello. And I go, oh my God, it is the guy. So he goes, listen, this really terrible thing happened. I just have to finish sending this fax to my lawyer. And he starts doing that bullshit thing that people do in LA, where they tell you how important their life is and all the stuff they're doing. So I say fine, and he ends up sending the fax to the lawyer, and then we wander down the street to a restaurant. And we get to the table, the hostess brings us in and seats us, and before we even get our asses in the seats, he says, darling, what is your name? What is your name? And she goes, well, I'm Bethany, I'm the hostess, but your waitress will be with you shortly. And he goes, Bethany, it's burning hot outside. It's so sweltering. Before we do anything, I need 6 glasses of water right now. And she's like, well, we could bring you like a margarita pitcher or something. And he goes, no. My water intake is very important to me. I keep track of it every day. I've already had 3 glasses, I think, and I need 6 more to stay on track. So Bethany is like, great, I'll get you the water. And she comes out, and the extra waiters bring like 6 individual glasses of water to this guy. And then I think, I'm not sure why I stay there, but I do. I want to see it through. I mean, it started, this is supposed to be the guy it felt meant to be. And right then he tells me he's a healer and a spiritual counselor and life coach. And I don't know about you guys, but when someone tells you they're a healer and a life coach in Los Angeles, it is time to go. But I don't. I mean, a lot of people ask me the biggest bummer about being disabled, and it's that you can't storm out of anywhere. There's no graceful way to just leave. And people say to me, Greg, you're such a good listener, you're so patient. That's not it. It's just that I cannot figure out a way to get away from you fast enough. So then our waitress brings out some chips to the table, and Michael is like piling in these chips, and then he stops and he goes, I feel sort of itchy. I don't feel right. And then he goes, Bethany, Bethany, come over here, come over here. Bethany comes over to the table and he goes, what's going on? And he goes, Bethany, I'm gluten intolerant. I am totally celiac. And I think these chips are making me sick. And Bethany goes, well, I have good news for you. They're corn chips, and we make them in-house. So we ground the corn here at the restaurant. We know exactly what goes into them. You're fine. And he goes, no, Bethany, no. It's a little-known fact that in half of the mills in the United States that ground corn, there's gluten everywhere. So gluten is probably in these, and I'm going to get so sick later. Give me your number. I'm going to call you if I'm in trouble. So Bethany gives the guy a number. I don't know if it's hers, but she's so nice. And I'm trying to send her psychic vibes like, we just met. I don't really know him. I'm not really with him. But he just goes on. And then he starts making calls to his celebrity clients. And he goes, hello, darling. It's Michael. I want to help you fulfill your hopes, your highest desires, your wishes, and your dreams. And he keeps making these calls, and I don't even need to be there. He's not asked me once about me or myself or my interests. He keeps just making calls to all of his celebrity clients. Then finally, he makes a call to this woman, and he goes, hello, darling, it's Michael. I want to help you fulfill your highest hopes, your heart's desire, and your dreams. And then he hangs up the phone, and he goes, oh, my God, that fat bitch is never getting her life together. Which is exactly what you don't want your life coach to be saying about you behind your back. And that's when I can't take it anymore. Because I'm good at defending someone else, but I'm not so great at standing up for myself. I don't know why, but I say to him, listen, you're supposed to be helping these people. And he goes, well, I just speak the truth. Too bad if she can't handle it. And I'm like, but you spoke the truth after you hung up the phone. You just spoke the truth to me. And he goes, oh, I don't think I like your tone. And then that's when I decide to go. So I grab my crutches, I get up from the table, and he says to me, well, good riddance to bad energy. And to me, you guys, I'm the bad energy. And then he goes, we weren't going to have sex. And I go, we never were. We were just having lunch. So I round the corner outside the restaurant, and I walk a little ways, and I start to get an Uber, and it's going to take about 10 minutes to get there. And I see Michael paying and coming out of the restaurant, and I don't want him to see me. So I duck into the Banana Republic, and I walk in there just to catch my breath and wait for the Uber. And I look down at this little table where they have these little denim luggage tags for sale. And one of the luggage tags on the table says, "Lost time is never found." And I thought, what the fuck, Banana Republic? Like, what kind of weird waking dream am I experiencing? I don't know what's going on. And you guys, I was really disappointed because I really wished to the universe to find something in someone more in alignment with me. And I was given this like charlatan, counterfeit, terrible Los Angeles version. And I'm still not sure what all of it means, but now, when I spend time out on a bad date, I try to think and remember that lost time is never found. Thank you.
Greg Walloch, ladies and gentlemen.